What's going on, guys? Ray20 here, and welcome back. So much like the Daytona 500, we're here in NASCAR Heat 2 to sim the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500. Again, we're on 100% race length, normal tire and fuel wear, so as close as we get. As you see, we're in the 51 car, Harrison Burton, one of the NASCAR next guys who won't partake in tomorrow's race. So let's see what we can do and see if we can get out of qualifying. So look at the qualifying results in game here. So Kyle Busch probably being the best pick right here. Got him second in the game, starting on pole for tomorrow's race. Among the other guys in the top 10 in NASCAR Heat 2, Kyle Larson actually starting in his correct position in 8th. Kurt Busch is starting in the top 10 as well, and so is Eric Jones. One big thing to note, though, if you look at the qualifying times, boy, way quicker in game than in real life. The pole time for Kyle Busch was about a 30 flat. And if you look at the qualifying times, Joe Logano in game all the way down to a 27.9. Big time difference, but we'll go ahead and give you a look at the rest of the qualifying results. So as we start off here, as you can see, again, the only way we can really sim these races is if we just kind of drive around and you know, that way we can sit on the apron and just kind of see how the race plays out. As you see, Logano, Blaney, Chase Elliott, Truex, but Kyle Busch falls back off the start very, very early and falls pretty darn far. Again, probably one of the best picks, in my opinion, for this week. Kyle Busch starting on the pole, off to a slow start in NASCAR Heat 2. So now go ahead and skip about halfway through the first stage here, and we had 3 early cautions all kind of grouped together there again in the first half of the first stage. But this gives you a good look at the leaderboard. Again, a good chunk in the race already. Martin Truex Jr., the leader, and Joe Logano, Kevin Harvick, Keselowski, and Blaney. One of my picks, I'm thinking Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick has done really, really solid the last couple of Atlanta races, so he's definitely one of my picks. Running strong in NASCAR Heat 2. Also, Logano ends up running pretty well throughout this race, so maybe look out for him as well. On to the end of stage 1 here. One of the issues we kind of run into simming these races is, again, the AI are just not very good in this game when it comes to the pit strategy and stuff like that. So we underwent a lot of different flip-flops throughout the race. We kind of, saw one here with some pit stops there at the very end of the stage. But how about William Byron getting his first Cup Series stage win, followed by Bubba Wallace, Newman, Eric Jones, Ty Dillon, Almirola. So a lot of the guys, who are kind of running mid-pack, all of a sudden leapfrogged to the front. And you did have a lot of guys who were running up front, like Kyle Larson, Truex, Chase Elliott, Harvick, Logano, Blaney. All those guys end up getting trapped a lap down. So it definitely changes the race quite a bit. So right off the restart here, again, we see how some of these guys handle being up there at the front of the pack. William Byron ends up slipping back quite a bit. Newman assumes the lead. Eric Jones and Austin Dillon second and third. How about Michael McDowell up there running inside the top 5? But Eric Jones and Austin Dillon actually end up battling for quite a long period of time over the middle part of this race. Not the two I would have picked, but you never know. As you see the leaders come off into turn 3 here. Eric Jones, still your leader, ended up actually going on to lead the most laps, with 49, I believe. So we saw a couple different leaders. Austin Dillon actually led a good chunk of the race, but Kurt Busch, you saw there in 3rd place, actually ended up getting by both of them to win stage number 2. Eric Jones coming home 2nd, Austin Dillon 3rd, Keselowski 4th, Newman 5th. One thing I did forget to mention, Jimmy Johnson, first knocked out of the race with some sort of issue, ended up finishing 290 laps down. Paul Menard, I believe, also had issues in stage number 2. I believe he finished 2nd to last. So jumping ahead to about 80 laps to go here in the race, big caution comes out here right there in the middle, green flag pit stop. So as you see, Trevor Bayne, your leader, comes down. Kevin Harvick 2nd, McMurray 3rd, Swervez 4th, and Michael McDowell in 5th, who ran top 10 most of the race, even Carl Long in 14th. But this allowed some of the guys who were lapped down for a good portion of the race, like Truex, Kyle Busch, and some of the other guys. I believe Logano might have been a lap down at some point. Allowed those guys to really get back into the race here, and this setup here for the finish. So as we go off into turn 3 here on the apron, you see the leaders come by us. The 3 that would end up battling for the win, Truex, Joe Logano, and, well, here comes Kevin Harvick. He was in there as well. Kevin Harvick, probably my pick in real life. He's definitely running Atlanta really well, already won the Xfinity race. But, yeah, there you have it. We'll go ahead and jump to the finish here. just when you thought Truex was going to win it, Joe Logano ended up coming back and getting the W. But Kevin Harvick ended up finishing third. How about a top 5 for Alex Bowman? McMurray in there. Kurt Busch won a stage, ended up finishing 7th. Eric Jones ended up, like I said, leading the most laps and finishing inside the top 10 as well. Austin Dillon brought it home 11th after running top 3 for a good chunk of the middle part of the race there. Michael McDowell, he ran top 10 for a good chunk as well, finished 12th. William Byron won stage number 1. He finished 17th. I look at some of the drivers who ended up having issues. Of course, we all know Jimmy Johnson. He dropped out very, very early, ended up finishing 290 laps down. Paul Menard, Casey Kane, all with issues as well. But other than that, there you guys have it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like on the video. If you did, it helps me out a ton. But let me know down below in the comments who your guys' 3 picks are for tomorrow's Atlanta race. My 3 picks, I'm going with Kevin Harvick. He's already won Atlanta this weekend, and he's run pretty well here before. Kyle Busch, he's Kyle Busch. He can win just about anywhere. And well, my 3rd pick, I guess I'm going to go with Joe Logano. I'm really hoping one of these times I can eventually predict the Cup winner with NASCAR Heat 2. That'd be pretty darn cool. So I'm going with Joe Logano as well. But let me know down below who your guys' picks are. But that about do it for me. Once again, appreciate y'all as always. And I'll see you guys in the next video.